Hello, everyone, and welcome to the CEO Pausecast. I'm Kevin Cashman, and I'm with Korn Ferry, where we are dedicated to better leaders, better world. The topic today is authenticity. Now, this is one of these leadership topics that everyone pretty much agrees to the idea that authenticity adds value. The problem is, what the heck is authenticity? When you examine it on the surface, it's simple, but under the surface, it's a bit complex. Because on the one hand, we all feel that we're authentic, but we're all authentic to our current level of development. And then we act in accordance with whatever level of authenticity we're at. And as far as we can tell in our work, there's no end to authenticity. Now, on the one hand, when we really trust someone and we see consistency in that person and a sense of what they have that they're honest about, and what they don't have, they're transparent and open about that. We tend to trust them more and say they're more authentic, but there's no end to it. As humans, there's no end to understanding our strengths and deepening our appreciation authentically what our strengths and gifts are. There's no end to that because we're always learning and growing, and we potentially can offer new and different gifts and strengths. So authentically being on the journey to know what we have and we can give is key. But it's equally important in this journey of authenticity to know what we don't have, what we're not good at, what causes us stress and maybe self-focuses us so much that we might even misrepresent something. So great leaders are self-aware. They're authentic about what they have, and they know it in their guts. So when times get tough, you can count on them for those strengths. But also, they know what they don't have, what they still need to develop, what might be an overwhelming stress to them. And do they know themselves so well that they can turn to others and say, I'm not the greatest at this, but you are. Help me, help us now. And if we don't have that full understanding, we may try to look like we're the best and the greatest in everything, and we're not. So what happens to most people when they're inauthentic? They lose stress. They stress other people, I should say. They lose credibility. They lose trust, and eventually lose followership. So it's critical, but what I'd like you to think about this week is, what is your current understanding of what are your gifts that you see and other people see, and you kind of can rest in those? And what's the part of you that is in growth, in formation, in development that you know about, want to learn about, want to develop, but in the meantime, trust others and their strengths to complement your development. So spend the week observing yourself, thinking about, oh, there was a strength that just showed up, and that is really me and my repertoire of authenticity. But here's some development that I can not only be honest with myself about that inadequacy, but others as well, so that we can build trust, build credibility, and move forward with our particular authenticity complemented by others. So have a great week, and we'll see you next week for another edition of the CEO Pausecast.